afternoon at Bogle Park. Mix in some wind for this top 10 matchup. And oh yes, it's dog day at the ballpark. We've enjoyed a couple of big time matchups between the Florida Gators and our singles. A walk, drove in a pair of runs, scored a run. That's through the wickets of McDowell and down the line and left, cut off by Kennedy. Thomas runs well. She'll slide into second base, and a good beginning for the Gators.
She has stood in the box and has swung away. She's also been in motion with her slap. This ball is blistered between the legs of Ella McDowell. Down.
Couple of outs. And the 3-0 is outside and low, ball 4. So I'm really curious today, Sydney, what it might look like beyond Lily Fay and if she did the next, but you have to turn the page and move on. Soft liner over the head of Davison into right center for a hit. Thomas will score. Shoemaker holds at second. The first 3 Gators have reached, and they lead 1-0.
Game. Jocelyn Erickson just seeing the ball so well. This is actually on the outer part of the plate that she's able to get her barrel down to and around. I mean, enough of a line drive to get it in that right center field gap and scoring Townsend Thomas from second.
Yeah, it was impressive to watch. Walker rolls one to second. Davison will flip to second for an out. On to first. That's a double play. Again, the Razorbacks always say 1 pitch from 2 outs, and they needed that.
Turning double plays, and this is on full display. Good situational hitting it to the right side of the field, but with Davison and Italia Rio.
Hitting in that 5-hole for the Gators. Lifted in the get to center. The wind is going to push this back, and it's going to carry out for a home run. Johnson tried to time her leap, but that ball was out of her reach. Cahalan hits her 13th home run, and the Gators continuing what they did last night. With
plays at shortstop, and then the way that she is swinging the bat, it's pitch elevated up and in on the hands, and the power that she has getting her barrel up to that pitch and driving it. A little bit of help with the wind, but that ball gets out, no doubter.
3-2 to Grover. Payoff pitch, wave and a miss. McWhorter gets the K to end the inning. But the Gators get 3 in the top of the first. Arkansas has some work
for her this season.
Another payoff, that's not close. That was a long sequence, 9 pitches. Reagan Johnson draws the walk to begin the bottom of the first inning. A 10-pitch walk.
Zone, I think that's one of the reasons why we saw a lot of loud swings.
Agreed, mile-high pop-up. And it'll be caught at second base. Camilla had to start drifting back just a bit, but wave and a miss. McDowell went after it. Expanded the zone. Rothrock gets the K. Outside corner beyond and shoot it to left. Got to believe she'll sit on a pitch here, and she does, and that's ball 4. So a couple of walks this inning to Johnson and then to Kennedy. Pitch timer winding down, and Rothrock will wind with 1 and deliver it at the knees for strike 3 called. A good pitch. Couple of strikeouts, couple of walks, and the Razorbacks strand a pair. Well, you could get more east and west than baseball. And here's a payoff, and that is off the corner. That is ball 4. It felt like you used to be able to get a little bit beyond that.
Having to bring it in the heart of the plate, you get a game like what we saw yesterday.
Well, that's a wave and a miss. Zimmerman comes back and gets the K on Wesolowski for the first out of the inning. Be a swing and miss pitch that you're not trying to land, where you get that hitter out in front. And those are the pitches I think we're seeing pitchers like Heron throw a lot more of. Fool.
Right, and especially if you've got a team that's swinging out of the zone.
Kennedy Miller pounces on that ball in front of the plate off the bat of Camilla and gets the second out with a strong throw. For Thomas. Shoots one to left field, and Kennedy Miller, shading her eyes, able to make the catch in fair territory. Nicely done by Timmerman to get 3 quick outs. And a leadoff walk in the second. So she's 3 for 4 this weekend, but she's been on base a handful of times.
Changeup that she's pulled later in the at-bat.
And fades that right on the outside corner for strike 3 call.
And right there, just in her pitch sequence, she worked away from Kaylee's speed pitch. Right here, just a little bit of a speed difference. It even tails down, breaking right before the plate.
And then Kennedy Miller muscles one out to left, but it's going to hang up, and McClellan will make the catch. Off the bat, I thought that might drop.
That's buried down on the ground, and they were sitting that pitch very well.
Had some good results. Davison a wave and miss. That's the case. So Rothrock put Rio on with a free pass to begin the second, then set down the Razorbacks 1-2-3 to finish off the frame.
Is outside of the strike zone. It's all about reading that break out of the hand. And I mean, if you see the spin out of the hand with that upward motion, you know more.
It's 1-2 to Erickson, and that pitch was elevated and popped a mile in the air, and Ella McDowell will navigate the sun and the breeze and make the catch for the first out. Every week, it's the same thing.
Absolutely. And you can hit off of a tee, you can hit front toss off of a machine, but those game-like reps are what get you ultimately prepared.
Well, Madison Walker,
Player of the week. It's been quite impressive.
that's a ground ball rolled into center for a base hit. Here comes Shoemaker around third. Reagan Johnson's throw's cut off, and the Gators have added a run. It's 4-0 Florida. Another RBI. 3-2 with 2 outs. Reagan Johnson started back, but she has to come sprinting in. She's got the speed to recover and make the play to end the inning. Gators get a run and a hit. Strand 2 more.
Early in the count, going away from the offense, and then it's her changeup that has just been the difference maker so far.
Johnson to Erickson for a quick out.
With the level of play.
Bain socks one to right, but Shoemaker will glide over, and the left-handed right fielder makes the grab, and there's 2 outs. But then you are truly dialed in to try and launch when it is in the zone. You got that swing, no mentality. But Arkansas hacking early in the count, and it leads to a very quick inning on a soft pop-up. So 1-2-3 and done. First perfect inning for Rothrock. Here's Wesolowski facing Timmerman. Pokes one out to left. Kennedy started back. She comes in and can't make the play. And that ball continues to roll away, but Wesolowski does not try to advance. And Sydney, when you've seen
off the bat, I mean, you're taught to either freeze or your first step to be back, and that's exactly what Dakota Kennedy does, and just drops right in front of her. I mean, and all
that's been on display in the last couple of days. Really, Arkansas dominated on Friday. Another play for Dakota, and she'll make the catch. 1 gone. This is not a big roster. First and scored. Fly to left her last time in. Ella's going to get another chance if she wants it. Now Rio calls her off, and that was a good decision. And there's 2 outs. Team in their charter today, so they didn't have to take the commercial flight, however you get from Gainesville to Fayetteville.
I bet they enjoyed that this weekend
bet
with
they
the
loved
ability
it.
to fly more private.
And Shoemaker takes ball 4, but 0-2 the count. That is another pop-up. Again, Ella McDowell there. This time she will call it and catch it. Gators stranded a couple of runners.
Moves on to the next at bat. There's really something to be said in the ability to have that sort of mentality.
Hey, there's that pitch again from Rothrock. She gets the wave of a miss.
And for Rothrock, the way that
did she check? Our plate umpire Mark Brown said she did not. He didn't wait for the appeal. He rings up bell. That's another strikeout, 6 for Rothrock.
And Tiana Bell being down in the count. Rothrock comes in with that off-speed pitch, down and away. Tiana Bell, she does get her barrel that crosses the pulling in some pitches down in the zone, and it's really just been the off-speed pitch that's been the difference maker.
I tell you, a little bit out in front on that front foot. Skies one to center, and Thomas there waiting to make the catch, and Arkansas goes in order for the second straight inning. It's not any fun. When do I get to contribute? And she hit a rope off the fence in right center, just missed a homer, and doubled in a couple of runs to join the parade. But right now, I think we probably need to mention to do some damage, and she strokes one out to left center field. Kennedy into a dive. She made the play. Arkansas has had a couple of near plays this week.
Hugs all around, and for Dakota Kennedy, this is why she is a Gold Glover. Just an all-out effort. This ball is tailing down at the last second. She gets her glove under, having to a little bit less feel as though she's got to cover that part of the field.
I think you're right. Sailor Timmerman, nice frame. A perfect 5th inning with a couple of strikeouts, giving the Razorbacks.
Focus on hitting a hard ground ball.
Wyckoff 4-1 off the elbow, so that'll end the consecutive batters retired streak and give the Razorbacks a freebie in the 5th inning of time if you don't get that big frame.
Sure, and at the high rate of swing and misses that she's had.
That's a base hit to left field. It'll help. So Kennedy Miller gets Arkansas's first hit this afternoon.
And keeping it through the strike zone with such late break, I mean, she has been on point.
Hit to left field. Stroked wild to the wall. Goodbye. Carly Davison on her senior day hits a 3-run homer to the berm. And with one swing, Arkansas right back in this game. Maybe it is possible to get multiple runs in one frame against Rothrock. She had not given up a hit through 4.
Eat my words, because this pitch right down the heart of the plate, and Carly Davison gets every piece of it, putting 3 runs on the board for Arkansas. Talk about some momentum shifting from just one swing of the bat.
Boy, a hit batter, a spin. The chess match continues. That's a nice job by Rothrock. She knows she has one chance, and that's to lunge and glove it and flip in one motion. And she did to get the speedy rates. Brinley Bain hits one sharply but right to Erickson, and a couple of groundouts after the 3-run homer. And here at 85 pitches trying to end this inning. There's Cahalan again. So smooth. Inning over. 3 in a row set down after the first 3 scored. Inning having given up 1 run. It was in the 3rd, and a couple of walks cost her that scenario. Right to Rio. McClellan retired. Quick out in the 6th. Then
2 innings ago, her rise ball getting Florida to pop out. Now it's her drop balls. She's changing the levels within the zone. And
Wesolowski socks one to left field, but Kennedy runs it down effortlessly for out number 2, and that's 9-0. Florida's trying to go to 10-2 in league play. High pop up. Davison really starts to drift. That was a bit of a wild route, but she got there to make the catch. The inning ends, and the Razorbacks come back to the plate down.
Did the zone, but with the way that Rothrock has been pitching, Brett, I think that she finishes this off.
Right to Erickson. She covers some ground moving to her right. Big offering, the payoff. That's low. That's ball 4. And remember, as Rijo comes to the plate, another big pitch from Rothrock to Rio. Smoked into center for a base hit. And here come the Hogs with a couple of runners on for Kaylee Wyckoff. Wyckoff rolls one back to the circle. The Gators will take the easy out at first. That was interesting. I know that was probably the right play, but Miller hits one hard to second on the bounce. Camilla makes the play and ends the inning. A few feet in either direction. Maybe Arkansas has the lead. Instead, they strand 2 in scoring position. Top of the lineup for the Gators, a big chopper to short. Good speed, good arm, but there was a little bit of a bobble from Rio, and Thomas will reach. That was going to be the ultimate game within a game, or a collection of this ball.
Townsend Thomas just pounding the chop into the ground, and with her speed, getting her foot on the bag before.
They have not trailed today. Canis worked his way back to full. Wave and a miss to throw to second base. How about the tag from Rio? Miller skipped the throw. Rio scooped it and slapped it.
And a strikeout for Sailor Timmerman. And the throw down from Kennedy Miller just guns it down.
What a job by Sailor Timmerman. 6 innings of 1-run ball. Gives Arkansas a chance to win it with 2 in the bottom of the 7th. Davison, Johnson, and Bain when you come back. Trying to get Davison on to the 7th. Popped up to Cahalan. Now the wind's working it back, and she had to drift and catch that with 2 hands for out number 1.
Her velo's still up. The way that she's throwing her pitches.
Poked out to left. It's going to drop. And when it kicked away, no chance for advancement. But Reagan Johnson with the flare to left, and that's the tying run on base. Ball 4. A 1-out single, then the walk. Bain indeed patient enough to take her base. And the winning runs are aboard for Ella McDowell. Hogs down a run in the bottom of the 7th. McDowell will wave and miss. A huge pitch for Rothrock to get the K, and Arkansas. Hogs down to their final out. Hit to left. Hit well. To the wall. It's gone. Dakota Kennedy wins it. First pitch swinging. A 3-run homer. The celebration is waiting at home plate. And the foot stomp on the dish. And the Hogs complete the comeback to win the series.
And Dakota Kennedy, this is what makes her a professional. Stepping up, top 10 matchup in a huge moment. 2 outs on the board, drives it over the left field wall, and Arkansas takes the victory and the series win against the Florida Gators.
I thought McClellan might have a play. She wasn't